Hello, everyone. Okay, look, I'm sorry. Okay, in my defense, in my defense, I did forget my keys. That is what happened. Like, there's nothing I can do about that. Why is the music so loud? No, like, legitimately, why is the music so loud? Oh, I guess it's because I have music to 100. Let's turn that down, because that was aggressively loud for no reason. I remembered, I was like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? And then I remembered I have to do the story. And I don't even want to do this. I shouldn't be forced to do this, okay? I shouldn't be force fed her story. She should tell me her story, is what I'm saying. No, I'm not ready, but I have to be ready in order to do the rest of the story. All right, we're still reaching 100. Okay, cool. Dawn breaks with the pale glow. A month has already passed on Arcado's training, not treatment. And today the grind continues. The grind never stops. Oh, look, what am I doing? You gotta stick to the training, my guy. You arrive at the training site, repeating the same moves over and over again has begun to wear on your patience. You notice some gladiators training in moves you've never seen before. You decide to peek at their training. You reflect on your training. It was always you alone, facing the wooden post, patching yourself up over and over again. Endure and push through. Days slip by and the gladiator's agon draws near. Today, Kata will give you one final lesson. I've done all I can to prepare you. Now you're on your own. Is it the graduation ceremony? Here's my final task for you. Tell me, why do you want to become a gladiator? What pulls you through all this training? You already know the answer. You are unsure of what to say. I already know the answer. I don't know. Your ideal has never faltered since you left home. To be strong enough to protect others. You meet Kato's gaze and he reads the answer in your eyes. Offer Kato thanks. In the meantime, a flicker of desire crosses your eyes. You recall Kato's words from when it all started. By then, all will be chanting your name, Augusta. You'll have to conquer their hearts and win their applause without identity, status, and talents. Tell me, will I see that today? You're aware that sponsors for the Gladiators Aegon are mostly nobles and wealthy merchants, figures beyond your reach, except perhaps in the underground arena. The underground arena! These are all top of the line merchandise I got for you. Care to take a look? No! He's trying to sell me droogs, and we don't do that over here. Like products on display, you and a few other gladiators stand in the middle of the underground arena, scrutinized by nobles and wealthy merchants in the stands. One by one, those beside you are chosen and escorted away. I hope the audio is okay. It's very it's very hot in my room, so I have my fan on right now. Not my my window fan. I just have like my little portable fan on, so hopefully it's not skewing it. Although I might turn it off in a little bit and then like put the wall fan in because it's hot. Which is so weird because it's so cold right now. Not cold, but cold enough for me to be comfortable cold. But I don't know. Volunteer yourself. Woohoo! The audience casts their eyes in your directions. However, all you receive is constant laughter in return. Fuck them guys. Visions of your home and room flash in your mind. Something's gonna go to, yeah. These laughs, so they really did have a hand in that disaster. The dark tide alone did not destroy your home. The rotten high places also played a part in your home's ruin. When the dark tide struck, those with power and wealth continued to live their life of indulgence and luxury. The might of the gladiators existed only to serve their desires. A fire of anger ignites in your chest. Silently, you swear to shatter these rules. Rules were made to be broken. Well, well, a village girl with such unremarkable forte, dreaming of power and strength. I can't remember the last time Septima had a joke this amusing. Mm. What can you offer? Prancing around like a circus clown and scrambling for your life so we can all have a good laugh? Or do you think playing innocent will win you favor? I never disappoint. Anyone interested in this? After all, watching the weak struggle is always a fine source of entertainment. You give the nobles a chilling stare as they talk in whispers. You bear a small anticipation that someone will pick you. No. Entertainment, you say. In Septimont, strength defines worth. We shouldn't be so quick to judge a gladiator who offers herself. You turn your view toward the voice. With heavy steps, a well-dressed old-school noble walks down from the stand toward you. He smells of rotten stench. Ugh. It's unlike the smell of rats, as the Septimontians had put it, but a foul odor of power and wealth. Oh, that doesn't have a stench, no offense. Silently clench your fist. You frown at the old-school noble. Hold your tongue. Like, not like that, but like hold your tongue. You never want them to know your next move. I engage only in profitable ventures. To stand in the arena, you must prove your worth. I have 3 trials for you. Survive them and we may speak further, brave young lady. It doesn't have anything. Ugh. To go through more of this? Oh my god. How long is this? You accept the noble's trial. Though trials is to find a word for something intended only to break you. I mean, I can only do 2. Outside the walls of Septimont lies a wasteland plagued by the dark tide, your homeland. Returning home, you can't help but feel a sentimental. It's now different from the home you remember. They say a ferocious lion beast corrupted by the dark tide prowls deep within the cave. No common blade can cut through its skin. Your first trial is to slay that beast. The noble, however, decides to strip you of all your equipment but a dull blade. A dull sword is, you gotta have confidence. You gotta, like, even if it seems like the whole world is against you, if you have confidence that you're gonna make it out, you can make it out. You just gotta be overzealous. Is that the right way to use that word? The mountain trial winds like a serpent. Among the charred trees, stumps, dozens of bleached skeletons lie scattered. You suspect you're getting close as you continue forward against the unpleasant smell. When the first rays of sunlight split the clouds, the cave reveals itself, breathing death. Death root? Before you get a clear picture of the cave, a crushing force presses you down. Probably not, I figure. Get down. You're trying to get yourself killed? I read that too quick. Hold your breath and you'll alert it. Or you'll alert it. You know, do as he says. You turn around and see a hunter. Just then a massive beast roars and walks past where you're hiding. Keep your head down. Duh. After the lion beast has left, you apologize to the hunter. It was thanks to him that the beast did not notice you. Going by the clothes, you're a Septimont gladiator, huh? I used to be just like you until I took an arrow to the knee. Lost a big match, got tossed out by the nobles, and ended up like this. We're nothing with our play things. I had a little hiccup. The skills honed for battle are now merely tools for survival. Septimont has abandoned the strength it desperately needs. You pity such a reality. Ask the hunter about the lion beast. Yeah, only a madman will go after the lion beast. Well, guess I'm a madman. His words are rough, but he eventually tells you everything he knows. You bid the hunter farewell and make preparations for the hunt. To gain more knowledge of your prey, you choose to silently observe the lion beast in the following days. After a few days, you manage to grasp an overall behavior pattern of the lion beast. Then you march toward the cave. I can only enter the cave. Deep within the cave's dark embrace, you tread softly. Then a sudden dread freezes your steps. Between the flickering torch flames, a monstrous shape appears, the lion beast. Fire from the nether dances amid its golden mire. Mane, not mire. What? While claws like scythe, wait, what? All of this reading is making not my head hurt, but my words jumbled, and I don't like that. While claw-like slides, they should just take the S out of claw. That's stupid. Tear wounds in the earth. Maintain your distance and swing your sword. Draw your sword. I feel like you should maintain your distance. As you expected, your sword fails you. It's ineffective against the lion. Before you can take a breath, the lion's thunderous roar storms you again. You decide to quickly analyze the cave's environment, dodge, and... I mean, both of these are really good options, but I feel like in the moment, you would probably have to dodge. No good. Can't find an opening. It's moving faster and reaching further. Can't keep this up. If strength alone isn't enough, perhaps I can borrow some help. Just before the lion pounces at you, slash with all your strength at the stalactite above. It crashes down into the lion's gaping jaws. Eee. You know what? Speaking of stalactites, I went to a stalagmite mine. Mine? Is that what it? No, not a mine. A cave. It was very nice. This was back when I was way younger. It just reminded me of that. It's not over yet. You land on its neck. It lunges to seize you, but your swift dodges force its claws into a deadly knot around its throat. Seeing your chance, you give a final pull and the beast strangles itself in a frantic struggle. Guess using the environment is one way to do it. Yeah. The trial has ended and you drag your exhausted body toward the stream. Clean water cascades down into the mountain valley, and the dense forest slumbers quietly in nature's cradle. You rinse your blood-stained hand in the water. The clear stream slowly turns red. The birds scatter and vanish. You sense the forest unease at your presence. The critters' panic plunges you into reflection. For the first time, you realize that power can instill fear. I mean, I don't know. Well, tradition? With no time to rest, you approach the nobleman again. He imposes a second trial upon you. I know full well the next one won't be easy. Duh. Killing a mad beast is hardly an achievement. I'm sure you're aware, girl. Damn. Not him calling her a girl. At least, that's rude. Anyway, not all the warriors of Stellamaris have 2 lives. Oh. Yeah. One by their parents and the other by their sword. You may consider the sword in a gladiator's hand as their life in the arena. For your second trial, bring me 100 lives. Whoa. Yes, prove to me you are worthy of standing in the arena. To get the admission pass for the Aegon, you start the second trial. Day after day, you fight gladiators of Stellamaris. As your reputation grows, so do spectators. They don't care who you are, but only want to see when you will fail. Look, it's that girl again. Didn't think she would get as many wins as she did. Just look at the size of her. How can she even carry those swords? Focus on the important before you. You have grown used to this kind of noise. The deafening cheers numb your fatigue. Your sword now rests against your opponent's throat. Spare the opponent and wait for the next challenger. Suppress your desire to kill. Oh my god, no. I mean, no to like killing him, not no to suppressing it. One by one, the gladiators you challenge grow in numbers. Those you've defeated kneel before you, offering their swords, symbolizing their honor with both hands. Steadily plant the opponent's sword into the ground. Raise the opponent's sword. I feel like if I were a gladiator and I was trying to go for the most aura, this would not give me aura. This would just be like a regular thing. Everyone's gonna do that. But if I show them that I'm gonna put their sword in the ground, that's aura. It might go down, but that's aura. Even in Stellamaris, there's a limit to opponents that prove a challenge to you. Eventually, you will need to seek out tougher challengers. You have targeted Victor, a frequent champion of the Aegon from one of the noble houses. How many more do I have to go through before I'm finished with this? I want to know. Do you have any idea who Victor's father is? His lordship is the greatest sponsor of the Aegon. And he's still gonna be my blade. Power and wealth, those aren't things brute strength can rival. Victor has the best mentor, the finest weapon. And the house behind Victor comes to you with an offer, a perfect job, and a substantial fortune if you walk away from the duel. No! You reject the bribe. Without a second thought, humiliated, the noble servant spits curses in your face. Say nothing. Avoid any altercations. How does it? No. Why would you want to do that? I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, nobles gonna be nobles. As a matter of fact, you're a servant. So, like, you're like, no offense, but you mean nothing to those nobles. They will scapegoat you out, sweetie, honey, boo bear. They will. And they won't care. They'll be like, oh, just get another one. You're not special. You're upholding their prestige while they're bankrolling on you failing. Make it make sense. You ignore you ignorant country peasant. Do you know what it means to refuse a noble? Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't care. Then you shall suffer your arrogance. When the time comes, don't expect any pity, as you won't be getting away. I, the scion, beside the servant. The scion silences the rambling servant and tears up the contract. As you should. Let's go. There is no point in talking sense into an ignorant fool. Then again, I'd appreciate it if you didn't waste too much of my time in the arena. They throw a bag of credits as a way to humiliate you. Following it up with sarcasm and mocking gestures, they attempt to overwhelm you with their pride. I mean, the best way to get to someone that wants to get like a rile out of you is to say nothing. Because the more you show you don't care, the more they're gonna get upset. And like at the end of the day, it's not hurting me, it's hurting you. The day arrives. Victor accepts your challenge with his honor of nobility at the stake. You remember well the haughty look he gave you a few days prior. But the nobles wield only words, not swords. Victor knows nothing about swordsmanship. You easily defeat the weak, incompetent scion and casually lift his pretty helmet with the tip of your sword. Approach the noble seat. Stare at the watching nobles with contempt. Again, okay. If I were going for aura, this wouldn't give me aura. This wouldn't. It would not. It would give me, I don't know. It would give me minimum aura. But to walk up to their seats, that's aura. I have won, and I achieved it without wasting your time. Do you see? Your gilded lies shatter before true strength. Toss the helmet back to Victor. Step on Victor's helmet. Again, if I were going for aura, this wouldn't give me aura. I want him to feel crushing defeat. You know nothing about swordsmanship. Why did you think you would win against me? This may bring it down, it may, but I don't care. Why is it always my strength that gets it though? Like, this is like the third time that my strength has been completely maxed out. The crowd erupts in cheers and applause. The nobles, unable to deny your triumph, lower their heads. Of course. You return to your lodging to count your trophies. 99 swords, 99 opponents defeated. Now only one life is left to claim. Most gladiators have long feared your reputation and dare not challenge you, except for one. Aridel, the rising star of the underground arena. Unlike you, he was born with powerful forte. He's undoubtedly the king of the arena. Talents no longer matter to me. A sword tempered by countless battles is no less sharp. Amidst the endless chanting of the name Aridel, you arrive as promised. Even the old school noble is present this time. As always, spectators crowd the arena. Your opponent's trying to seek dwarf sewers, and his crushing presence brings to mind the fearsome lion beast. After several exchanges, you notice something unusual. The floor is too slippery to gain a foothold, and Arendel's armor is unusually heavy. You are all too familiar with the noble's despicable tricks. You know what I'm gonna say. Keep calm. You then shift your pace, luring Arendelle into the very trap meant for you. After a few more rounds, his steps grow loose, his reaction sluggish. Seize the opportunity. Your sword stops just before the neck of the Septimon's strongest gladiator. The entire arena falls silent, and almost immediately, the crowd erupts into applause. Stab, stab, stab. Excuse me. That might bring it down. Yeah. Oh no. No. Arendelle closes his eyes and accepts his fate. Victory is already mine. In front of everyone's watchful eyes, you only take Arendelle's sword. You then bow towards the audience before turning to leave. You feel the people's gaze. Continue. Live. Leave the cheers behind you. Yeah. The next day you arrive before the old school nobles with 100 lives. Arendelle is merely made of Septimon's flesh. Above him stands a far greater force. Power beyond any Septimonian. I'm ready for the third trial. Let's just get this over with, dude. Your third trial is to earn the blessing of Ersinosa. Why did that give me such a hard time? He never planned to let me pass the trial. I know Ersinosa. It has never been defeated. People say it's a peak no humans can ever reach, the last wall of Septimon, but I have no reason to yield. It is insurmountable. It is this. Oh my god. When are we gonna be fucking finished? I'm tired of fucking up my words. Excuse my French. Whoever came up with that, like, fuck isn't French, is it? No. At least, like, not that, because that's English. I mean, in French they might have a different word for it, but that's not French. It is this insurmountable challenge that stirs the thirst for victory in your blood. You accept the third trial to confront the guardian of Septima, Arsinosa. I'm going to take a sip of my water. You know, every time I drink water or like anything that has like a soupy texture, I love how I'm saying that water has a soupy texture, but anyway, anytime I have something with that, I'm always like, good soup. Yes, we know. No. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. How many is this? I'm gonna look this up because, like, listen, no hate to whatever they got going on, but honestly, reading all of this could not care less. Could care more, but could not care less. Is that how you use that? I honestly don't know. Oh my god, I forgot he was blind. Wow. I would rather, like, I don't know, learn her story from her. No offense, but I'm gonna meet her anyway, right? So it makes sense to be like, hey, what's your story? And then she could just give me the, like, the TLDR. I'm actually, you know what? I'm actually surprised I haven't gotten a game over yet. As many times as it's gone down. On the eve of the trial, you return to the training grounds once again. While you wait for Kato, you find yourself standing before the familiar wooden post. It has been your most enduring companion in your pursuit of true strength. Before I continue, I just want everyone to know whether you're watching this as a VOD or you're watching it live right now, it's not that I don't like her backstory. It's not that. It's the fact that like I have to get through this to get through the story. Like I would rather this be like a companion quest, because I mean we get those anyway. And no hate to anyone that likes this. Like I don't know, I have not watched anybody else play Wuthering Waves because I don't want to get spoiled for anything. So like if someone likes this whole entire section, love that for you. It is not for me. It is not. Like I will read a visual novel all day. I've never read a visual novel a day in my life, but I will at one point, at some point. Well, no, technically, I guess you could say that I've done like a visual novel thing because I've played Our Life. Is it Now or Forever? No. Well, technically, yes. But there's another Our Life. I can't remember which one. It's the one with Cove. I did that. Love that. That game has like a very special place in my heart. I've done the one with the Yandere guy. Don't remember what a 10 Days with You? 10 Days with You? Is that what it's called? Oh my god, now I gotta look it up. It's called 10 Days with You, right? 2 days? No, 10 days with you. Is that what it's called? I feel like that's what it's called. No, that's from Love and Deep Space. What the hell am I thinking about? There is a visual novel and I can't remember what it's called, but he has pink hair. Pink and blue. Pink, blue, and blonde? Pink, blue, pink and blue, I think. God, there's a visual novel. Remember, 14 days with you, not 10 days. I was kind of close. I'm just 4 days off. That's what it is. 14 days with you. I played that. That's a game. A game. It is a game. I played another one like way back when, I think last year. For what it was, I liked it. For what it wasn't, I did not like it. I like having not predetermined, but not a predetermined path. And it's not that like it didn't have different what is the word, different endings. It's just the ending I got I did not like, because it was not for me. Was it called Hydrangea? I don't remember. Anyway, well, not particularly an easy path, is it? Tell me, what did you learn from this path? Strength can instill fear. Strength can be destructive. Strength brings conquest. Such is humanity's oldest rule. Augusta, I'll be there for your last trial, and I remember I will call your name for all to hear. Sorry, I will not stop here. Back in your room, you stare blankly at the stacked collection of swords. These trophies symbolize strength and conquest, but how will you show them to the world? I don't know. You once heard the tale of a legendary gladiator, a warrior who would always fuse their opponent's swords with their own after victory. Whoa, that's kind of cool. Now you decide to tread the same path and stand before the smithy. Stop outside the blacksmith's forge. Gaze at the fire sparks. You wish to demonstrate your strength, yet now you only seek to do this with power not of your own. Watching the blacksmith hammer rise and fall, a seemingly impractical idea emerges. Ew, what is it? In the end, you use your forte to fuse all the swords into one. Grip the heavy sword in your hand. Feel the power. Grip it. Your forte never stands out among resonators, but its seemingly insignificant power is enough to be stronger than the forge fire and hammer stings. Blade of Glory. The day of the final trial has finally arrived. You walk to the arena center with your newly forged sword. The bronze horn blares from atop the 12 stone pillars. All eyes are on you. Everyone is eager to witness how a human will rival the strength of Arsinosa. Survey your surroundings or take a deep breath. Survey them, girl. Suddenly, a rumbling roar cut through the noise of the crowd. The noble's banner flutter and fall. A colossal shadow swallows the light around you. Arsinosa appears. Arsinosa's mountainous size catches your eye. There's a slight ringing in your ear. It's awake! It's awake! A noble shriek. Arsenosa stands silently opposite you. Slowly it opens. Its eyes opens, coldly watching you. I didn't even know it had eyes. Focus and stay alert. That's what you gotta do. You can never rest in the face of an opponent. Because the moment you show that you're relaxed, they'll strike. With a sudden sweep of her tail, the lioness shatters the stone pillar. You roll aside, barely dodging the flying debris. A chill seeps through the tear in the cloth on your left shoulder. The screams from the stands are soon drowned by the lioness's roar. A wave of sound and dust rips past your ears. You can taste blood on your lips and tongue. Ignore the pain and tend to the wound later. I don't know. Because I mean, if I do this now, that kind of means I'm relaxing. But if I do it later, I'll just do this. Her second attack comes without warning. See? You barely have time to react before your sword rises to meet her descending paw. This strike shall be my all. Recall your past encounters. You manage to withstand Arsenosa's fierce attack, and at that moment it withdraws. Seize the opportunity to thrust your blade. Oh. I didn't realize it was going down. The voices, they are. I mean, I have to at some point. Whoa. What? Oh, wise and noble Arsenosa, the mighty strength of Septimont, bestow upon her the crown of courage and strength. Walk up the steps after Arsenosa. I mean, I have to do that. When the cries of triumph resonate with the earth, we see the fire and humanity blaze across Septimont. Wave after wave of applause, the Septimont salute me as I advance. That's the same thing. O sun and moon, witness the extraordinary feat. Witness her epic dedication to Septimont. As the platform rises, you realize that by earning Arsenosa's blessing, you have been granted a privilege. They are all bowing to me. Again, why are they all the same? You are crowned the champion without the great Aegon. Nevertheless, you have already conquered countless gladiators with your strength. Under everyone's eyes, glory now bows at your feet. At last, you stand atop the summit, the champion. Only now, with battle fire cooled in your veins, do your wounds raise their voices in protest. You have shattered the decaying order with strength, and through strength you shall reshape new rules. You shall wield gladiators' valor on the righteous path. You shall allow no more fragile lives to tremble before death. You shall ensure that your homeland's tragedy will forever be undone. Yet, should these new rules, forged by might, lose their foundation, will they not fall? A cold whisper of unease coils in your chest. I don't know why I'm reading it like that. Well then, no time for pointless pondering now. From this day forward, your sword, your honor, your two lives shall serve Septimont. Am I done yet? Oh my god. Thank you.
Merely the rough shape of a short epic. This is all.
If I wasn't doing this on stream, I probably would have just like skipped all of the dialogue and hoped for the best.
Now, as a listener, what do you make of my narration?
It's boring. No, it's not boring. It's very engaging. I wouldn't say I enjoyed it because I didn't. But like, I wouldn't say I didn't enjoy it because I did to some extent. So like, I'm gonna gas him up and say that I enjoyed it, even though like, I feel like from my face alone, I would be like, is it over? Please release me. That's what I would be like.
I appreciate your kind words, my generous listener. I I am only a humble wordsmith, spinning verses and rhymes. The essence of poetry is granted by those who dare to find.
My poor throat.
There is one thing I must confess. Through my words, your knowledge of the Ethel is partial at best.
Figure, why is it so low?
Can only offer a glimpse of the true story, the reality of
You know what? Oh my god. I know what's going on. This entire time. Okay, I'm gonna have to like,
in the pages of the epic. So
I don't want to skip this. So like, this whole entire time, the starting music has been playing. And I've been like, what the hell? Why is it so loud? That's why it's loud. I kind of need him to hurry up.
Though I hesitate to call it such. If you want the truth of a story, step into it. Become part of it.
Nestor, like, we gotta speed it up.
Stands before you now. As I've said,
Uh-huh. Oh my god, Nestor, please!
between you and
I'm gonna have to just like go through this, and I'm so sorry.
it's not difficult to see.
Yes. Okay, listen. I'm just gonna skip. We're gonna skip because I'm gonna have to close this out and do it again. Oh, for the love of God.
Your Excellency, you have indulged her too much. As the priestess, you know it's far too unruly in both action and
I
word.
wish I would have realized this before.
Indeed, a blatant affront to the authority of the palace.
Whatever he's saying.
Same as always.
Senators, all she crossed was a door. One too insignificant to let us not forget. It is not the
Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. I'm gonna stop this autoplay real quick. Is this, yeah. Give me just a second. I'm just gonna do this.